Coming up next, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, then on Thursday. So here's Miami's starting group. Got Carter, and it's Omoruyi in a power forward. So Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Carter down low. Malone on him.
First personal foul, first team foul.
That's good from Carter.
Taking 2 shots.
Carter hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Obiasu, defended by Carter. And they're moving it up. With the floater, got a piece of it. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
Hey, yo, right here.
It's deflected. Here's Sampson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Fade away. Miami no good on that time either.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Carter pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Sampson. Carter, the pass to Omoruyi. Carter with the screen. They get it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Trying to get something going, and he gets the jumper to drop.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Omoruyi. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Count it.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Miami trails by 4. Launches it, and he's good on the 3-ball.
3 points.
5 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Sampson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, second team
Clearly
foul.
a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Morris checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the stripe. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. From downtown, connects from 3-point range. And it's a tie ball game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Johnson.
Are you kidding me?
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. They set the pick to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Sampson. Fires from the wing. And it goes down 2 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And Miami making a change here. Thomas is checked in. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Moore finds Thomas. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Outside, Jones. Back to Johnson. Carter sets the pick for Johnson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Back to Moore. And taken away by Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Johnson with the block. No good for Moore. Gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Throws it up high, and Jones slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Moore. To the inside. Looking to end the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And Miami making a change here. Omo Ruiz checked in. Carter looking around. Here's the teardrop. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Third team foul. At the line for your home team, Jones.
And that one misses. Floyd's checked in for Miami. He hits the second from the line. Miami trails by 8. To the wing right side. Here's Omo Ruiz. Last game he had 12. Here's Floyd. No good with the layup. Got 8 of the 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Releases from 15. Off the iron that time. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Omo Ruiz. Moore outside. There's the pick. To the paint, Obiesi. Right block shot. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Floyd passes to Omo Ruiz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
4th in blocks. And they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
And the steal ranking you mentioned, it shows just how tough they are in terms of transition defense. With all their steals in the open court, opponents really have to be careful with the ball around them. Johnson, he's checked in for Carter. Jones sets the pick for Johnson. Hits the 3-point bomb. Johnson's got 12.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
To the left side wing. Launches a 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Sampson. Shoots the 3. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
55 seconds left in the first. Here's Floyd. Thomas a screen. Fires the 3. The shot by Floyd, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the basket by Jones.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Miami trails by 16. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Thomas a screen. Shot to stop the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Miami, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and Miami making a change here. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson goes in. It's tipped. For the 3, sinks the 3-pointer. He has 5. And so here's the home team.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And as we conclude the first... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Takes it from 10. The shot, no good. Thing has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Floyd. Still yet to score. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
To the middle. The monster with the rebound.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Inside. Jones, no luck. Miami trails by 13. Moore outside. Obiesa. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Jones. Pass to Johnson. The monster. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Omoruyi. Over to the left wing. Releases. No good with the wing jumper.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Jones checked in for the monster. Here's Moore. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. Moore in the corner. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. With his first shot attempt, the shot no good. Here's Omoruyi. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Obiesa. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 14 points for the game.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Pass to Omoruyi. 5 to shoot. Here's Floyd. Misses the three. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Johnson outside. Now Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Pass to Floyd. Down low. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Home team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Steps back. Clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
There's the drive, and he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Omoruyi. Moore against Johnson. Takes it from 10. Fires from 14. It's deflected. To the right side. Here's Sampson. 6 points for him. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Pass to Thomas. Malone sets the pick for Thomas. Drops it in from 11 feet. Here's Sampson. Johnson outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Malone. Moore outside. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Omoruyi the pass to Sampson. Pass to Jones. Over Thomas. Thomas grabs the rebound. Miami trails by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Malone's shot good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And now on a rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. Back to Johnson. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A steal. Here's the break. Here's Sampson. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnover.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
They set the screen. Fires from deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. We have the step back in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he is able to convert on the finger roll.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. Here's Omoruyi. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome. They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
And now it's time to... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Miami shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. We've got Johnson, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doug Collins. Six to shoot. Here's the screen. Fires from 14. The shot comes out.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Johnson. And it's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Pass to Sampson from deep. No good there. Miami with the ball. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen. From outside, off the mark. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right wing. Pass to Malone. Johnson with the block.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Lets it go with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 27.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
A moment now to see the numbers for Johnson. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Malone. Good work defensively by Carter.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. To end the run, hits it from three-point range.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. There's the lob to Carter. Malone with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And 61% showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. The 3 ball. Sampson's shot. Good. Sampson's got 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. Good work defensively by Carter. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the shot is good from Johnson.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
To halt the run. Got a hand on it. And here they come. Here's Sampson. Finished off the break. Sampson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
With the fadeaway. Rebounded by Omoruyi. Omoruyi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The quick look, no good that time.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The 15-footer, and it's sent back by Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Pass to Omoruyi. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's the monster. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Floyd. Scoreless thus far. To end the cold streak. And the shot no good, a bit short. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Hunter on the wing. Pass to the monster. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Numbers this year at the line below 70. So when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Right side, Jones. And he drops it in from the low post. Jones has got 11 points.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Over to the wing.
2 minutes.
Cuts off the pass. In transition, here comes Miami.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for the monster. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
And he sinks the second. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. From past the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Home team foul.
For Miami, they have shot 75% of the stripe, 6 of 8. First one falls for.
Shooting for Miami. Number 20. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's Omoruyi.
Oh, man.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
To the wing on the left. Here's Floyd. Drops in the tray.
Floyd.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Pass to Jones. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Eight feet away. That misses off the backboard. Pass to Floyd. There's the screen. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. Floyd's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Miami. That one's not going to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And the home team has possession. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. They've got Thomas, and it's Floyd in at the one. Here's Jones. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
From deep, Moore. And Jones pulls it down.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Hunter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It's Thomas on the wing. Moore outside. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Thomas a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Moore inside. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Mark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Thomas. Here's Floyd. Inside. Here's Omoruyi. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players, so I think it's a good thing overall.
For 3, Miami no good on that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Hunter. Jones sets the pick for Hunter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the paint. It's tipped. Jones. The layup off target. For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Hey, when you're trailing, you cannot afford to give the ball away. You got to take care of it.
Checking in for Miami. Number 7. Blake. Number 7.
On 2 of 4 from the field. Since we started the final quarter of play. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 31 points. And Miami shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Here's Floyd. They set the pick. That shot misses. Great D that time from Johnson. There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Omoruyi, covered by Johnson. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room. Give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Cash bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Substitution on the
Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to Sampson. Puts up a 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Lets it fly. Carter pulls it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And Miami shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Basket good.
You got to do more than... and that to keep the ball out of his hand down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Tries it from the top of the key. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
That's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Down low, here's Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Johnson. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's the three. Johnson with the rebound.
Yeah, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
There's the triple. He can't get it to go. And Miami shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
He's
just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
The ball goes to Miami. Shooting for Miami, number 7.
And the technical free throw is good. .131 left in the fourth quarter, and Jones sends it back. Stolen. And here's the fast break. Malone leading the way. And Jones sends it back. Here's the monster. He's covered by Malone, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for 2, number 33.
And the first one drops. And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Miami. .58 seconds left in the game. Good on the shot.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Hunter. And it's Miami with the rebound. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Off target from three-point range. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now here's Barnes. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.